there.
All right. Ken can talk a lot about it.
Good
The
evening.
explosion.
I hope
Good
every
evening.
I hope everybody is doing fine wherever you're at. Welcome to the Bubba and
Filipina show.
thank you. How are you, ladies? Lovely ladies, this evening.
We're great.
We're sitting comfortably
We're
on our new
we're
sofa.
really full. We ate a lot of vegetables and a lot of chocolates.
Nice. A lot of
How about you,
chocolate.
Papa? How
I'm
about you?
I'm doing pretty well. I can't complain. I am doing very well.
Wow,
Okay.
that's a
I
great
will
to
Oh,
hear.
send you
that's good to hear.
ladies the link.
Mm-hmm.
So far only one, but that's okay. Two. And okay, I will send this to you on Facebook. Facebook. So
Where's
how is business, ladies?
It's doing pretty well.
Good.
We had a lot of patients last week, and now just after
the
the holiday
holidays?
seasons when everyone didn't have didn't have ano tawag dito? Restrictions on their diet. They ate a lot. And so after the holiday seasons, after the festivities, when everyone
Oh, mute the volume.
Sorry.
That's okay.
that was Louis' fault. After the festivities, then their teeth they felt that their teeth they needed to have their teeth fixed. Their teeth became
After
painful.
after
Yeah,
eat
after the
after all that
holidays.
sweets.
Yep.
Aren't holidays great?
Yeah. Holidays in the Philippines
Seems
are
like
long, and it's really exciting and funny. It's very we really had a great time during the holidays, and I'm pretty sure we all did.
Okay. Yes, we did.
Yeah.
So okay, so I guess the biggest thing happening in the Philippines is
Mm-hmm.
the volcano
Yeah.
yep.
So what can you say
erupting.
about
What can you say?
the erupting Mayon volcano? Have you experienced one? Did you ever had an actual experience, or did you see anything the same as what's
Nope.
happening in really?
No, I am not. I am from the East Coast of the United States. We don't
Mm-hmm.
have volcanoes on the East Coast.
Oh,
Oh,
so
okay.
what's the most common natural
Sabihin mo natin yung
feature?
news.
Well, we do get hurricanes, which is like a
Mm-hmm. Ay,
typhoon,
wow.
That's
and
good.
we do get blizzards.
Yeah.
If you go north, you get blizzards. Nothing like being buried in like
Mm.
3 or 4 feet of snow. I tell you what, it just doesn't get any better.
Mhm.
You should have emergency underground houses. I sorry,
Oh,
rooms
oh yeah,
or
oh yeah, oh
yeah.
yeah. We all have bunkers.
We all have okay. So
We
what are
built.
your houses usually made up of? In
Uh, well, in Florida, it was concrete and block, and
Mm-hmm.
oh okay.
the exterior is stucco. Which it's funny, I don't see stucco here.
What's stucco?
That's taco.
Stucco is like a coating they put on the outside of a house. But in South Carolina, my house was brick and block.
Is it a lot better to withstand hurricanes or blizzards? Because what I've watched on most of the interior or architectural TV channels in the United States are made up of wood.
Mm-hmm.
So
Only
yeah, but
the
it's pine.
oh, so what if it's fine?
Pine is fine.
It's hardwood.
Fine is
Fine
fine.
is fine.
Fine is fine.
Sad.
Fine.
Yeah. Well, the
Uh,
United States,
joke.
you have a ton of pine trees.
So they
Okay.
use pine as wood for their
Oh,
Yes.
houses.
Yeah. The framing of your house will be made out of pine in the United
uh,
States.
Mm-hmm.
So, and up north it's predominantly red
Red
brick
brick.
and mortar houses, and most of the roofs are shingles. So you don't really have a lot of metal roofs in the U.S.
So it's very different here in the Philippines.
is it built to withstand, or is it built to so that you can construct it easily?
Yeah, but the building codes are a lot stricter in the U.S. than they are here. Well, I'll put it
Mm-hmm.
to you this way: when Yolanda or Haiyan, whatever you want to call her, hit, had
Yeah.
those been U.S. houses built to U.S. made specifications,
Yeah.
there wouldn't have been as much destruction.
No,
Let's wait for no.
not. Sorry.
Are you having feedback?
You're having pizza?
Feedback tayo. I-post mo yan. Sorry,
What?
I'm speaking in Tagalog.
Okay. Now, you're eating pizza? Is that what you said?
Yung YouTube mo, hindi mo.
Wala akong YouTube. Ay, hindi siya
Okay.
nakaplay. Baka
Alright.
sa'yo.
Anyway. Anyway, anyway, Baba. The recent news or the current events here in the Philippines has Mayon volcano erupting. The alerts were raised, and a lot of people are evacuated from the nearby town and the nearby houses because the mountain is um, giving out a large stream of ash and a large, a huge steam and ash and lava.
Yes. We don't want another Pompeii.
What's that?
Pompeii?
Pompeii.
Pompeii.
You never heard of Pompeii?
Were,
It,
were we
Pompeii
born?
eruption.
Were we
no,
born during
it
that
was a
period?
city. It was a city in Italy in the Roman Empire that was buried by a volcano, and like
Oh,
1,000
Okay.
years
okay.
ago.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
But the awesome part
They
about that though is
uh-huh.
it's a time capsule. So you're able to see exactly how people
Oh,
lived and the house
wow.
and what they had in their houses and everything.
Okay. Okay. I thought it was buried.
The entire city is buried. It's by
Mm.
the ashes. So once they excavated that,
Okay.
so they see everything from the
Volcanic ash.
from the structure
Well,
to the
the final position of the people when they died.
even
Yeah, all that.
Okay. It was like
everything.
mummified. It was mummified with ash.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah.
I've
So, yep. So it was funny actually because I read in one news that the locals are evacuating, but a lot it but the firework like appearance of the Mayon volcano attracts tourists. So instead of the tourists evacuating the area,
Yeah.
they're going
Yeah,
there.
it's drawing tourists
Yeah,
because people want to see it. Which I could understand that. If I was close, I wouldn't mind seeing it.
would have been there. Yeah, me
Me
too.
too. So that's
Would have took pictures.
yeah, that's what we're talking about. I think last week.
Yeah.
So if we had the chance taking the picture of the scenery while the volcano is
It's
erupting,
amazing.
Well,
we will surely be
it's like
there.
you got people who chase tornadoes.
Oh,
Really?
but that's
Have you tried one? Chasing one?
No,
a
I have
small
not.
thing.
If you go to the Midwest of the United States, like Oklahoma, Texas, Kansas, and that area, that's known as Tornado Alley. because they get so many tornadoes every year.
Oh. So you don't need
So,
to chase.
well, there's people who chase them, thrill seekers, which I wouldn't chase a tornado because they can be pretty destructive.
Yeah.
And somebody always, and the trailer park always gets wiped out because there's a lot of trailers out there.
Or
It's Yeah, you don't see well, I don't know. I've actually seen trailers in the U.S. built more solid than a lot of houses here, but that's another story.
trailers.
Oh, but
Mm-hmm.
anyway, now how far is that from you? I don't even have any idea what island that's on.
Well, for
8 hours
8
from
hours
ours. Di ba
from
Bicol yun? Di ba
from
sabi mo?
Manila. It's 8 hours
It's
from
8 hours
Manila.
from Manila.
I think you can ride a train. PNR from
You
Manila.
can ride the train or you can go
Take the
plane.
bus
Di ba pwede
or
yung plane?
and
You can also
so
go there through
plane.
plane
An hour.
through a
Okay,
flight.
is it going north towards Baguio or is it going south or is it going
South. Teka.
south?
Dito yun sa gilid eh. North.
Louis
South.
really good at geography.
Actually not. North.
Oh
West
my
naman.
gosh.
East. Southeast. It's more of the southeast.
Yes. Okay. A tornado can just touch down.
I think you need to
I
check
should
the map.
I should learn this. It's embarrassing.
Region 4.
Okay. That was a hard question, Baba. Caught us off guard.
That's funny.
Anyway, the Mayon volcano here in the Philippines is really famous because it has the most perfect shape of all the volcanoes.
Yeah, it's perfectly cone
Most
shaped.
perfect triangular shape.
It's still in
Yeah,
Luzon,
it's
no?
so beautiful.
Southeast.
But it is the most active volcano here also. But before we even got a chance to hike there, we were planning just actually around a month ago. Now
Yeah.
it had it recently became
Active.
an active
Active
volcano.
volcano.
It has
Yeah.
increased activity. So because they said, ito ba yung sinasabi mo na maganda yung
I guess
it's a beautiful site.
it's a level 4,
Mm-hmm.
which
How many levels are there?
there's probably 5 because it seems to be everything else. There's
Oh.
5. Hurricanes, you have category 5. Typhoons, you have what is it, F5 or whatever, level
So
5.
everything is
Yeah,
So
they like the number 5.
it seems that they like splenian type eruption.
It's a they said it's a splenian type of eruption. It's the first time I've heard of this one. Ano nga po? It emits a lot of lava,
Like magma,
magma, a lot of
ash and gases.
ash and gas. This also
Yeah, it's
That
the
is the
gas.
most
It's the
of
gas
all.
that is actually worse than anything.
yeah. What anong gas emit?
Okay, you have 1, 2. Okay, there's 4. Oh, only 4. You have green, which is normal, yellow, which is advisory,
So
orange,
it's
which
warm.
is watch, and red is warning. In other words, red is get the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah, don't take any more pictures or
And then you need to
don't
run.
watch the fireworks.
Or if you take a picture, have it be on a plane about 8 miles away in the air.
So yeah, apparently the Albay has already consumed these emergency funds to
The
evacuate its
glass,
city.
the gas smells like O-toot. What is that? A fart?
What? What?
Utot, fart.
Yeah,
That
again the
It's
smells
fart
like
different
again.
kind of fart.
Depends on the fart. Depends what you ate.
Oh God! Taco Bell. Run for the
If you
border.
ate
That's their motto in the United
I
States.
don't know
Taco Bell,
what chemical.
run for the border. I think it's because after you eat Taco Bell and you fart, you're gonna have to run to the border to escape the smell.
Really?
Ano daw yung tapo?
Yung taco, nangangamoy daw sa utot.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well,
So
yeah, you eat them refried beans. Oh yeah.
I'll try to and smell my
Probably
fart.
we need to eat tacos tomorrow.
So we can try. It's a little experiment.
So and we can
Yeah,
update
You know
you.
what?
they do have
You know what
they do have Taco
chemical
Bell
it
up
is? Taco Bellas.
Um
there. They have, I think, a couple in Manila.
there are a couple of Taco Bells in Manila.
Taco Bells.
So parang resto.
Ah, okay.
Oh
The
Meron sa gateway.
the chemical that smells like fart is nitrous. Oh, sorry.
it's methane, I
Sulfur
think.
dioxide.
Methane gas.
Smells like rotten eggs is
Sulfur.
sulfur. That's it.
Did you
Okay.
get did you get beer farts?
Yeah.
Which
I don't
are
know.
which are
Beer
kind of
fart.
which are kind of
A beer? No.
kind of
No.
Beer
kind of
pee.
wet. They're kind of wet. Beer farts they sound like a wet one.
Yeah.
We're
The thing
digressing.
you, you won't even know if it's just dry or wet.
Well, yeah. Well, it's like what's funny though is when you sit on a hard surface
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a cracking sound.
Oh my god.
It's
It's
like
like
a
a pumping
thunderous
sound.
sound.
And if you're underwater, it forms bubble.
Bubbles.
Oh yeah, it's funny. Bubble farts. Those are the best.
I think you're an expert because you can distinguish a lot of different kinds of farts in different kinds of situations.
Yeah. Well, Eddie Murphy in a stand-up routine years ago talked about it. Said deep down inside, people really want to grade the fart.
Ano yun?
It was, Damn, that one smells bad. It's like that one you let 4 years ago. Terrible.
Terrible.
Ugh, ghastly.
Charming.
But we all know
Yes.
elevators is the best.
Oh no, yeah.
Elevator fart.
What
It's the
what's
Good
the
worst.
good thing you have a friend
starting?
by your side. So you have someone to blame.
And when you get them cracking ones too, it's kind of like I always call them cheek smackers because it's like the cheeks are smacking together because it's like violent. It's like
Oh yeah,
a violent fart.
I remember a question that was asked to me when I was in high school. It was the hardest question that they asked me. To you, Baba.
Okay.
Okay. Would you rather be stuck in an elevator with someone who farts every 5 seconds? Or would you rather swim?
Would
What?
I
With
would I rather?
Swim in would you rather swim in a pool in a swimming pool
full
full
of
of
pee.
phlegm? Pee.
Full of pee.
Phlegm.
I would much rather. Well, okay. The person in the elevator, they male or female?
Ano daw,
Is
ano
it a
daw?
male or a female?
Na?
Person in the elevator.
If she's a hot,
Male.
if she's oh no.
Oh
Or would you rather
Oh,
swim in a
uh,
pool full of
I I don't know, man. I think I would rather get stuck with the farts.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
I'd probably turn green, but it's better than a pool full of phlegm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that's
Ew.
full of virus.
Even Popeye did the
Bacteria.
same
You're
thing.
gonna swim with virus and bacteria.
Ooh.
Imagine.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, the phlegm
Papa will
too.
tell me.
What's that?
You'd rather have
Papa said that he would rather take the elevator. I think I'll take the elevator too,
Yeah, me too.
regardless if it's a man
I
or
would.
a woman.
Cool. Well, if you ever faced with that choice, I hope to be stuck in the elevator with you.
So
Although I don't
I'll
fart
go to
that
the
much.
next floor.
It's funny when I'm in my office and I'm working and Lynn comes in and
Mm-hmm.
I want to be left alone, I just fart. That's
Ah, talaga. Okay.
So that's your a signal to her that she should go out.
oh yeah.
Very, very nice signal. That was a clear message.
It's funny. Everybody else seems to agree. They'll take the elevator.
Yeah, yeah. But when I was asked that, I found out later that it was a pool full of phlegm.
Ah,
I
cool.
picked it right. The
Thanks for
pool.
joining us, Biloxi Fireman.
Wow, Mr. Biloxi Fireman.
Yeah, Biloxi, Mississippi.
Biloxi.
It's in
Yay.
Mississippi. It's
Love.
about an hour and a half, I think, from New Orleans, Louisiana.
Okay, okay.
There's one
Uh,
city I would never want to live in.
where?
New
Louisiana.
Orleans.
Why? Why?
Outside of Bourbon Street and the Garden District, New Orleans is not that nice of a city. It's a very high crime rate. A lot of ghettos.
Oh, why? What's the main trade
It's
and
just it's
industry?
just a very poor city. If it weren't for tourism, New Orleans wouldn't exist.
What's a tourist spot in New Orleans?
The French Quarter and the Garden District are probably the two. The French
Oh,
Quarter definitely. The French Quarter is where all the bars are.
okay. They don't have their own production or manufacturing something.
No, there's really no industry or anything else there.
Hmm. That's
And the Garden District is because it's a very old section of the city as well, and a lot of beautiful houses,
oh.
a lot of wealthy people. But most of the
That's
houses
like,
are like 150 plus years old.
wow. So,
Okay.
it's like you're touring in a museum. That's
Yeah,
really
and
good.
the same with the French
Whoa.
Quarter. Most of the French Quarter is like 200 years old. A lot of the buildings, like there was a famous pirate named
Mhm.
Jean Lafitte.
Mm-hmm.
His
Okay.
brother owned a bar in New Orleans, and it's still there. it's it's still standing.
Really?
Until now, the business is still.
The business
French
does
part.
very good, but he was a pirate who actually helped the U.S. win the War of 1812, or actually, I should say, he helped win the Battle of New Orleans. Although the Battle of New Orleans was fought like 2 weeks after the peace treaty was already signed between Britain and the United
What did
States.
they, what did they fight about?
Well, the war
Territorial.
started over. The British were
Mm.
snatching up American sailors from American ships and claiming that they were actually British sailors who had deserted. But the French were also doing the same thing. But the
Mm.
U.S. chose to pick a fight with
Mm.
England instead of France because France had helped the United States win the American Revolution. Were it not
Oh.
for the French fleet, the United States probably wouldn't have ended the war at Yorktown because the French fleet bottled up the British from being able to escape or getting supplies.
Ay, may ganun pala.
One of the few times in history the French actually did something right.
So you were allies
Really,
back
really.
then.
Besides, besides cooking.
How could you have that opinion about French? I'm just curious.
I'm just not impressed with the French. I'm sorry.
In relation to what?
They're
I'm just curious.
just weird.
Yeah,
Really?
I had a few encounters.
So,
I mean, you know what? When I was when I was looking for a ride in Grab car. Do you know that?
No, I do not. Oh, grab a cab.
Grab
Yeah,
Grab.
yeah.
Yep.
Grab a cab.
The yeah the online app here in the Philippines that lets you have car rides all wherever your destination is. Okay, so there is one option
You can share a
that
ride.
you can share a ride with somebody. It is Grab Share.
Oh, well,
Okay,
but here's the thing. What if you get
so
stuck in a cab with some pervert?
you can go down if you want,
Yeah, and you can
and you can
cancel the
report
ride.
it. You can cancel it. You can report it, and you can go down. I haven't heard anyone who had been in that
I,
position. Meron na ba?
I also use
Oh, okay.
reporting the driver or the one that you rode with.
Pervert.
Yeah. So usually they report, and now they have an app they
An
have the
application.
applications in the Uber or Grab wherein you can check all the rides that the driver has and the ratings and the comments. So before you click ride or book,
Okay.
so you can check it.
Anyway, so
Here's
going back to my story. Sorry, wait.
Go ahead. Finish your story.
Going back to my
Um,
story. Okay, so there's this one girl. I heard them speaking French. So I had the ride shared with them. Her one girl and someone who looks like her boyfriend. I had it shared. So she wasn't aware. I'm not sure if she was aware of that certain application. So when I was going to ride the car in front, she shouted at me. She
Mm-hmm.
shouted it. It's kind of an indistinguishable because I don't think she knows a lot of English. And on my end, if you're ignorant, don't be rude. Okay, I don't understand it. And she has to shout, and she can't settle settle misunderstanding calmly. So I got in a really bad mood because it was supposed to be shared, but then she thought I was taking the ride from her. So yeah, that was my encounter, and a lot of other snob encounter. I'm not sure if, of course, you can't generalize because a lot of some people here in the Philippines also, especially who grew up in the cities, have a different attitude, have like kind of a rushed attitude, rushed, uh, serious work mode attitude. So I'm not sure. I hope I can, I can be proven wrong
In the
with
future.
the
Better
yeah,
encounters.
better encounters. Hope so.
But I also had a very bad experience with French people.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I
Talaga.
applied for a French visa because I was going for a seminar abroad in
Yeah,
Paris.
she bought tickets
But they
already
denied me 3 times for a visa. And I
because
can't believe why.
they thought you're gonna get married there
Yeah,
and
all along they just sent me that I have no rootedness in the Philippines, and then they're trying to say that I might go TNP
she might
abroad,
she might go hiding.
hiding and
You
or
don't know
marry
the
someone
Philippines.
there and become a citizen. So I
Yeah,
lost a lot
that
of
was
money.
yeah because that was probably when the time that a lot of illegal
Bombing events
immigrants
and
crossed the border and they were there. It's kind of a chaos
yeah, and
in
it was
the
really a chaos for me.
immigration. So too sad. She already bought her ticket back and forth, but
So
no one. Yeah.
that's just my plane ticket just fly away without me sitting on the chair. Ay. Paris.
Too bad. You didn't go to Paris, the city of love.
Love on other cities na lang.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. What does bastos
What
mean? Am I saying it right?
Sorry?
pervert? It's
Bastos?
either it has different contexts depending on however you say it. It could either mean bastos or pervert or bastos or disrespectful.
Okay, I think in this
Why?
case it says so. It's probably pervert.
Who's pervert? I'm
Says,
Of
not
course, you
pervert.
know all about bastos.
I'm not pervert.
Yeah.
look at the
Uh,
Yeah, there.
bastos
It
mean
can
rude.
also mean rude.
yeah. It depends on the context or the situation that you're in. So most of the time, I always tell Ken in all senses.
I'm not.
Sometimes being rude, sometimes. Am
Well,
I right?
I think everybody.
No.
I think everybody's rude at some point in time to somebody in some way. It may
Yeah,
not be
especially here.
intentional either. It might just be, you
And
know.
then probably you will regret it later after being pissed off.
Yes. Okay.
But if you're
Yeah.
used to it,
Cool.
you're not pissed off. Will not be pissed off.
Oh, I wanna
The
go
only thing
to.
that
Mm-hmm.
pisses me off here is customer service.
Customer service.
Why? What were your experiences?
Oh, customer service here sucks.
Like,
Actually, sucks would be an improvement. It is absolutely ghastly.
customer service where? Here in the Philippines?
Yes.
Where specifically?
Where specifically?
Convenience store,
Anywhere.
department store, anywhere?
Department store. Yes. Especially if you go to pay a bill or something like that.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like the grocery store. Okay, there'll be like 3 registers open and they have like 20 cash registers. There'll be 3 registers open and the line is halfway back in the grocery store.
Mm.
See, in the US, you actually even
Uh-huh.
have managers who will jump on a cash register to get people through and out. So
Again, sorry.
Sorry, what?
you will actually have a manager who will jump on a
Mm-hmm.
cash register
And
to
Oh.
ring people up so they can get out of the store.
wow, really?
Yeah. And they even have self checkout lines. You go through,
Wow.
walk up, you could scan your items. It'll
Yeah.
give you the option of either paying cash or paying with a debit or credit card. If it's card, you just swipe it.
Mm-hmm.
Or if it's cash, you just push cash
Just pay it. Okay.
Wow.
and how much you pay, and then you walk up to the registry, and if you want cash back, you just give the lady receipt. She gives you cash back because you have the option of a debit card of actually pulling out cash. It's
Yeah.
different limits. It's some places it's $50, some places it's $100, which is usually at a grocery store. But
Oh.
yeah, so you could actually go buy a soda and get cash
Mm.
back. Say I want like $20 more, and they'll ring it up as like 21 something, and you get $20 back off your debit card.
Oh.
But will you have anything, you can just get the cash back anytime without any reasons. Just tell them I
Well,
don't
you
want the
just go to
product.
an ATM machine,
Mm,
and
Oh.
they're everywhere.
What if people don't honestly like? What if people don't honestly mean their ang tawag dito, reklamo.
Well,
they're
you use
Their
your
complaining.
debit.
complaint.
Well, you use
Make
your
sure
debit card. You use
Oh,
your bank card
Mm-hmm.
as a debit card, a debit or credit. You could use it either way, but if you want cash back, you use it as a debit card. You punch in your PIN, and they'll ask, "Do you want cash back?" And you say, "Yes, I would like
Easy
$10
pay
back."
naman yun eh.
So it has to be in your bank. It's not just they just give you away
Kasi naka-hyper
give away money. I wish that'd be nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, then that's
So,
nice. It's very different here in the Philippines.
because a
Sorry.
lot of people might use that as a
max out, go overdraw on their accounts.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
I could see that happening.
also the internet connection here in the Philippines is not greatly improved. So
Oh, it's
credit
the
card
best.
payments are only accessible in
Certain
certain
areas.
areas, like malls that has the good connection. Like in our dental clinic, as much as we want to receive debit credit card payments, we can't because the internet connection in the building and the area had network conflicts. We can't understand. So there are a lot of conveniences that the credit card uh,
Oh,
it makes available for a lot of people.
okay,
Yeah, yeah,
interesting.
yeah. Okay, are we ready to move on to our
Next topic.
major
Is it the
next
major
topic?
topic?
Yeah, a
Sure.
bit. It's interesting.
Okay.
Did you get your the list of five? Do you
The
have
li-
it?
no, I do not. I need to pull it up
Why? You had
because
Oh,
1 hour.
because I'm
so
because I'm an idiot.
so I'm idiot too
Oh,
because
I'm
I
not.
don't have five also.
I don't.
I don't have the list also.
Okay. I have the list. I'm the only good student here.
You're the only one prepared. The rest of us are.
Okay, I'll give Ken
Ha ha ha.
first honors for today
Wow, wow.
because she came prepared.
No,
That's why she's very excited.
you're the top notcher in the board exam.
Top one in all of your heart.
You. You.
Ah,
And start.
Okay, okay. Anyway, so so we are gonna talk about the
Advanced
recent
robot.
advancement in the field of robotics because this has a lot of relation to our future. Anyway, so I have list of around 5 or 6 interesting robots.
huh. Okay.
Because yeah, except for the robotic boyfriend, I did not include that on the list.
Well,
One,
industry is becoming more
huh?
automated. Industry is becoming
Yeah,
more automated with robotics.
exactly, exactly.
Mm-hmm. True.
Even cooking,
Industrial Revolution
yeah,
has been improving every year. So
every year, yeah, and it's not only in the movies. It's
actually happening.
fastly advancing towards what used to be only sci-fi science fiction movies. It's so amazing. I've just read about it this an hour ago. Yeah, it's either people like us can use it to our advantage, like doing manufacturing process and multiplying whatever humans can, like doing replacement of a lot of manpower, or it can be used as a weapon of destruction. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. They have already built a robot that that shoots weapons 130 miles an hour.
Well, yeah, well, yeah. You got a RoboCop too.
Like, yeah, big robots like Gundam. They
RoboCop.
are, yeah, Robocop. Hmm, that it's not impossible for a lot of developers to do that.
Oh,
It's
okay.
really happening.
But it's not on my list because what's on my list are the robots that has use, such as this exoskeleton. This exoskeleton would allow those who had stroke stroke victims to recover and walk again.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's probably like a physical therapist. I'm not sure if it has what I was saying a while ago, if it has connections on the neurons and the brain.
I think what I think what I read about it is that the minor movements are anticipated by the machine. So once the limb that are left is moved or with movement, the exoskeleton is trying to mimic or trying to anticipate what will be the movement for the patient. So what else do you have?
Uh, I also had this one. It's called the double. This double is like some sort of a teleportation. I can only see this in a lot of the movies, but it
Mhm.
actually exists because you're gonna have a motorized wheel of yourself. Like you can exist on your kitchen. You can exist on your living room. Like this robot will be a model of yourself and like broadcast wherever you are. So you can talk to anyone anywhere like that. Diba?
Oh, okay. Huh. Interesting.
It's around
Yeah. But it's around
$2,000.
$2,000.
It's around 100.
So it probably can work
Oh,
for
somebody got a
yeah people
call.
who want to be lazy that's once.
Sorry,
Louis has a call from our boyfriend.
mm, no. No, it's just YouTube playing Sophia the robot. Have you seen the news of the first robot or named Sophia that was granted citizenship in Saudi Arabia?
Who was?
So grant
Yeah.
yeah, Sophia, an artificial intelligence robot, was granted citizenship in Saudi Arabia. So there is an AI that's an Arabian citizen. So
Interesting. That's weird.
yeah, interesting. So she was actually they cannot quantify the gender of the AI. So they say I cannot say she, so probably it. It is made for the home for the aged people so that it can assist other grandma or grandpas for conversation. And amazingly, this one, Sophia also had a talk for other people. So it's like an a robot present in the community. So
And
probably it's um, humans and robots coexist together nowadays.
now, what's going to be next? Marrying like a sex doll or something?
They've already done that.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh,
Both
God.
for females and males. Oh, Baba wants to know how much.
Oh, no, thank you.
No, just kidding.
I
They've
know.
already done that. It's Japan. It's called uh Harmony and sino yun?
We just saw read it
I forgot.
earlier.
Yeah, we read it earlier, laughing about it. And it looks like a human, a real person. It has fine motor movements of the face.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Fine motor movements. Oh God.
of the face. Oh yeah, yeah.
You check the link of Sophia and other AI
Artificial intelligence.
intelligence,
Yeah,
and then you can probably see
yeah,
why.
Do they come in different shapes, sizes, and colors?
yeah.
I wonder if they have a
That
sex doll that looks
that's
like
one
an
of
alien.
Actually, they
no,
say that you can customize depending
you
on
can
what
customize.
the looks of the people.
Comes with
Yeah.
upgrades.
Yeah, if they're really
Would
American.
you have a Latina?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could
you
have
can actually
Latina,
customize.
Asian, you have light skin.
Yeah, yeah. The owner of this, the owner of this company had 12 different girls, different every room. It's funny
Wow.
though. That it's
Yeah,
the owner is Japanese.
yeah. Well, I kind of think the Japanese are very unemotional people.
Yeah,
Oh no, yeah.
that's
I
true.
think,
They
or they are, but they don't show it. They repress it.
yeah, that's probably a better explanation. It
Mm-hmm.
depends. My sister said it depends. They are more extremes. She said those that are living in probably almost the same as any other city. Those who are living in the city are more busier or more objective thinkers or non-emotional, something like that.
They focus one on work.
Focus on work, yeah. But they're really, really good at technology.
Oh
They
yeah,
have really good work ethics and attitude.
yeah, and they're very honest.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Mm-hmm.
agree.
So yeah, it's
It
very
depends.
interesting.
I only know two Japanese, and they're extremes. The other one lived in the province. He's chill. He's happy. He's always happy. He's always at the gym making friends or singing karaoke. This other guy, he's Japanese, but he lived in.
Oh, he's very different. He's like
Yes.
a New Yorker.
Yeah, he's more of a New Yorker, probably a New Yorker attitude. He's he they own a lot of condominium units in Hawaii, Manhattan, Boracay.
It's very cold
He
blooded.
he's what can I say about this? He has really good work ethics and discarte.
Okay.
Anyway, business attitude, but
Yes.
he's a psychologist, but he's really depressed inside. so it so he goes out a lot to
Oh,
party
huh.
and women, lot of women.
Get detached.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Very,
But
very.
we can't generalize through race. It can never be a criteria for stereotyping.
That's true.
Yeah.
Very, very true. Huh.
But I think lifestyle has a lot to dictate on attitude. Lifestyle, environment. Yeah, yeah,
Environment that you
yeah.
grew up.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's true. How you grow up, how your parents, the morals they instilled in you,
Yeah, it's
morals and
more of nature
values.
and nurture.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I bet you two will be great mommies.
Wow. Mommy Kenny.
Yeah. Mother
So,
Louie.
so I asked Ken if I can be the second mom of her children in the future,
No.
and then she said no.
No, I was the one who told you that, and then you said no. Because you know, Baba, I told her to, if you have kids in the future, I'm gonna kids moral lessons, really good moral conduct.
Yeah.
She doesn't. Yeah.
I mean, my idea of a good father is emulating Gunnery Sergeant Hartman.
What? What?
Gunnery Sergeant Hartman. You ever see the movie Full Metal Jacket?
And you know.
No, no, not yet.
Oh, it's an old movie, but it's great. Now
Full
Direction.
that's
Metal
the kind
Jacket.
of dad I want to be, like Gunnery Sergeant Hartman.
What about him?
Is the one? Is it the movie that you have a robot?
No, no
What
Ah,
robot,
no,
but
no
he's a
robot.
very sensitive and caring guy. Great sense
Full
of
Metal
humor in the movie.
Jacket.
I'm sure Says or one of these guys has seen Full Metal Jacket.
Mm-hmm. When did it show? Is it 2000, early 2000?
Steve Bubba.
I'm
Popeye
not
loves
sure.
him too. I mean,
Sorry. Yeah.
When was it?
he's a great guy.
Willy Born?
Not sure. Love that movie classic. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. So we have another movie lined up
I think we need to
for us to
download that
watch.
and then watch it tomorrow. So you will
Oh
have an
no,
idea what
you
a
won't
good
work.
father should be.
That's a great movie.
Oh, you won't work anymore.
Just watch.
Oh, it's a
Just
great
look
movie.
at the
Got it. I mean, that is what a father should be. I mean, just that.
Mm.
I'm sure any of these guys here who have kids are.
Uh-huh.
That's who they tried to be out for.
Yeah. So
really?
I'm curious about the
Why are you
movie.
laughing?
Let's watch that now.
Movie's classic. I mean, it really is. It is. If you did a top 5 list of man's movies, that would have to be in pretty much most guys' top 5, and almost every
Uh,
guy knows a
That's
line
why
from that movie.
it's shown 1987.
Yep,
it was
but
1987
it's
and we
And
weren't born
we
yet.
weren't born yet. And my parents not yet married that time.
Oh,
Yeah,
talaga.
they were married 1988.
it's what
Wow.
that movie, along with Monty Python's The Holy Grail, you always start hearing you mention it, and somebody starts mentioning lines from it, like the Holy Hand Grenade. That was
Oh,
that was from the whole Monty Python's The Holy Grail.
Holy Grail.
Yeah, let's consult the holy. Let's use the Holy Hand Grenade.
What's that?
Oh, it's funny. Now leave, or I shall be forced to insult you for a second time.
Do you wait? What's up?
Oh,
Oh, okay, okay.
How to?
War movie. It's a war movie. It's the humanizing effects the Vietnam War has on its fellow recruits.
Hmm,
Oh, were you ever drafted in the military?
no, they don't have the draft in the United States.
Oh, why not?
Well, they kind of do, but they
But
kind of
you
don't.
but you had to take the
Here's the
but yeah.
thing. What they'll do is they'll send a lot of
Uh-huh.
National Guard units to
Mm.
overseas to like Afghanistan or Iraq. They get deployed over there, and in general, National Guard, you're supposed to only serve like 1 weekend a month. It's kind of
Mm.
like a reserve military force.
Yeah.
So instead of
hmm,
having a draft, they call it's like a backdoor draft. They'll they'll deploy a National Guard unit and send them overseas. So
So
it's
even the reserve military can be sent overseas. So is that
yes,
what you're? Oh,
yes.
really? It's quite different here in the
Mm,
Philippines
bakit?
because professionals can apply for to be a reserve officer. But the difference is that you are only deployed in case there is war.
Yep.
So can be active on duty, but it only happens during war or during special disasters or whatever.
Backdoor draft sounds kinky.
Alright. Yeah. Only we understood. Good job. Ouch.
That's funny.
And
That's hilarious.
Baba,
Yes.
British American War.
Mm.
So they can
We
relate.
will watch that sometime in the future. Well, they
Probably tomorrow. That's probably
I had a lot of work scheduled tomorrow. Anyway, so I also researched that there is also a robot called Molly, and it's the maker of the world's first kitchen robot. So it can cook for you.
so probably we can.
Humanoid hand. It has
Really?
humanoid hand. Yeah, that can stir and garnish food. Yeah, it can replace the cook, but probably it will act probably on your settings or direction. I'm not sure if it has its own brain or it
Probably
has
just a setting.
they will probably in the future input more recipes or kind
Yeah.
of action, but it's good to say how much
And
it
you
is.
don't need a
Oh my
chef.
gosh, it cost around 50,000 pounds when it
50,000
officially launched. Nah, I'll
I
just cook for
think
myself.
I think Ken needs that one.
why why would I need it if you're gonna cook?
Pay me 50,000. Kasi may human.
Oh,
So robotics are quite expensive, and I think it's not achievable for common people like us. So it means that we're still up in the market and can do the job for ourselves. But of course, technologies and advances are there to help us make things easier and better, not to change or probably not displace humans like what
In the
the
future, probably yes,
probably
but I'm not sure if we're born. We're still born on that
so we can't really tell.
era. Yeah.
says that a trained monkey can do his job.
Yeah, daw.
Someone's
What? No complex or what?
it's
Yeah.
more about
It says, "What do you do
yeah.
again?" Besides sit around and scratch your nuts all day. Oh,
Cooking robot,
we'll have to have
killing marriage.
we'll have to have says on sometime as long as he promises to let us get a word in edgewise.
Can you imagine?
That says can converse. Let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, can.
Can
Nothing. I asked Louis what you said,
Oh,
but
okay. That's what says.
I'm reading the chat. Oh my God. Sino yun the chat box? Really vast imagination, huh?
Yeah.
That's funny.
A robot,
Oh yeah,
a
that's
robot
what's
can
great about doing this too. Half the fun too is the
hologram.
chat.
A trained monkey can do my job. No complex robots needed. Ah. But it's very hard to train a monkey.
Huh?
Sabi niya, a trained monkey can do
Yan,
my job.
nabasa ko, nabasa.
Would you rather train a monkey or just buy a robot? Baba.
Buy a robot.
Buy a robot, yeah.
For
It's just easier.
50,000 pounds.
Probably you can ask Baba to fund us for a robot.
No robot can replace you, ladies. I'll tell you that.
Wow.
Yeah. Some company also manufactured a
A
dog
dog?
robot, but it can yeah,
Yeah.
but it's programmed, so it does not have as much silliness or variability in actions as a real dog.
So
Same as humans.
no emotions compared to
Yeah.
like
What will
the
happen to humans if we're all gonna be replaced by robots?
Well, it can't happen. It can't because somebody's got to build the robots. I
Yeah,
mean,
the
so that pretty much says it all
huh?
right there. Somebody's got to build the robots,
hmm
and the robot's
The
only going to
most
be.
useful,
Go ahead.
huh? Oh, sorry. Okay,
I was,
the most useful thing that the robot has a use is for manufacturing. Like, it's not new, but as the time passed, they're improving it a lot and replacing a lot of you know human job. Oh, it can what do you call this? It can maximize or something like that. What
Maxima.
humans do. Anyway, what do you think? Yeah, maximize or increase productivity.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I think at McDonald's now they're doing They're even having automated machines where you go
Where?
talk to the machine. You punch in what you want for your order. You
mm-hmm.
pay for it, and then you just walk up to a counter and they hand it to you, and you go.
Where is that?
I think McDonald's and some fast food places in the U.S. from what I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
So
Wow.
they're making it to where people don't really have to interact anymore,
oh,
which I think's a shame.
yeah, it is.
There were
If yeah, a lot of us are still conventional. Human
Yeah,
interactions are the
I think
best.
human interactions are the best. So
Not
mm,
sometimes.
not sometimes, but
I always.
yeah, but yeah, it helps a lot.
well, but here's the thing though: if you don't have people skills, eventually you're gonna have to deal with people in one way, shape, form, or another. And if you have no
Mm-hmm.
people skills, how will you resolve conflict? How will you know how to properly communicate with somebody? I
Yeah.
mean, that and the big thing too is conflict resolution. If you have no people skills, you will never ever be able to resolve conflict. I
Mm,
mean, you can't just shove a shotgun barrel in somebody's face. I mean,
Yeah.
granted, sometimes that with some people that might be the preferred method of dealing with them, but you can't do that.
mhm. And some robots have to be, programmed to read or to act depending on the nationality. Like a robot. has to be adapted or trained.
And
So,
and
let's say, for example, in China,
mm-hmm.
a robot might interpret it as shouting.
But here it's
But
not.
here, hindi. In China palagi sa sumisigaw, di ba?
Mm-mm.
In
Huh.
Chinese normal conversation,
Shout.
they have a really high voice.
Yeah, a lot of the females do have very high pitched voices.
Not only pitch,
They're tiny
the
little women, but they have very high voices. A lot of them.
high endowed, right?
So I love hearing them when they call me teacher, though.
Teacher, how? How?
Oh, that's funny. Okay,
Sample.
so I think we've about reached the end of our show. What do you ladies
Oh,
think?
Wow.
yeah.
Been a little over an hour.
Yeah.
Yep.
It God, this is really. It seems like the shows just keep getting better.
we, we don't have a concept of time anymore, huh?
Just go with the flow.
Yeah, it's just
Go with the flow of my list.
you know, uh, they just seem like they're getting better. Um, and
Wow.
and as always, if anybody wants to hear about a specific topic, hear us discuss a specific topic or issue, please feel free to leave it in the comments section
Yeah. Try. Um.
Uh,
of the video. Or if you have any dental questions, please feel free to ask the lady. Speaking of which, pimp your clinic.
Mm-hmm.
Baba, are you
Uh,
still there?
yeah, I am. Pimp your clinic.
Okay. A dental clinic, 1 hour, an hour and a half from Manila. I can't really say depending on the traffic. Our practice is we're trying to specialize mainly on dental surgery, implants, TMJ dysfunctions, and
Aesthetics.
aesthetics. So we are free to answer your questions. If you have any dental concerns, go ahead and
Just leave a message, and
leave a
we'll
message.
be glad.
So we have a Facebook page. Our dental clinic is Luxmel's Dental Center. We also have a website, and I'm trying to develop it if I have time. It's luxmiles.com.ph. And that's it.
And soon we will be
You have
doing
any
our face.
questions?
Soon we will be doing our Facebook page.
Yes.
Soon.
Very
Oh, how
soon.
soon?
So, if
We're all
any dental questions for the ladies, or any questions you gentlemen would care to ask the ladies?
just leave a
Taste,
message.
tasteful ones, of course.
Answer it. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Any final thoughts, ladies?
Well, I think advancement in robotics and technologies really help humans or the economy, the productivity. So they are made to help improve life, but not displace humans. So still, humans will always be the one will be making or improving the technologies, but to their should be to their advantage, but not to other people's disadvantage. So that should be always the ultimate goal to make everyone to make life easier or better. How about you?
You said it already. You copied my whatever I
Ah,
wanted to say.
She reading off your sheet too. Reading off your
she
notes.
always
she,
copies.
she, she cheated again.
That's funny. Okay. Well, thank you for tuning in. I hope everybody enjoyed it and had as much fun as we do doing this. And we
Mhm.
will be back next Monday at the same time.
See you all there.
Have a great week, everybody, and may the sun be shining wherever you may be. Bye now.
Bye.
Night.